Welcome to 2OG's Hookin and Stitchin' Island Style. I'm your host, Antoinette. The other half of the channel is Barb, also known as Bad Babs. Today is October 3rd, 2019, and I'm coming to you from Deer Island, New Brunswick, Canada. This channel is about knitting, crocheting, island life, and any other bits and pieces that happen in the course of the day. Tonight I have one finished object to show you, a few acquisitions. I have a whip and a few other interesting tidbits. So let's get started. First, what's in my cup? Drinking tea. It is Sugar Plum Spice from Celestial. It's only available during the Christmas season. I buy a box and I ration it through the year. So I use it for special occasions. And I'm trying this Vlogtober. This will be Vlogtober day 1, 2, and 3. Working 6 days a week right now, trying to fit everything into my day, and also trying to move into the new house, which, by the way, they've just finished. And in another month or so, I'm actually going to have a real craft room that I can record in and work in, and I'll be able to show you my yarn stash and where I do my work at. And the view will be pretty spectacular because I'm hoping to be able to set it up to have the backdrop as the big window that's in the craft room, which is the Bay of Fundy. So I'll sip here. The first thing I had to show you is my only finished object. It is a cowl that I knitted. Excuse me. It's called the Lara cowl. And this is it. And it's a pretty easy pattern. It's a Yarn Inspirations Red Heart pattern. And I believe this is being reversed on the screen. It's called the Lara cowl. And it's really easy. I mean, the only pattern is 6 rows. Right here and here. It's a 6-row repeat for 15.5 inches, or if you choose to do it longer, or want to use your yarn up. It was done with Lion Brand Stick and Quick woolies in Wild Strawberry. And it's 87 yards per skein, and it took 3 to do. Sorry about that, to do this cowl. And it's really squishy and really, really warm. I like Lion Brand because it's not a really scratchy. It's actually pretty soft up against your skin. And it's a number 6, machine washable, machine dryable, which is always a good thing. I have not blocked this yet. It'll probably be steam blocked just to get some more drape, and this is how it's worn, so bear with me here. Excuse me. You can wear it like this, or down like this. It's just really squishy. The pattern called for a US 15 or 10 millimeter needle, and I did it on circulars and a stitch marker to mark the beginning of your round. It's knit in the round, and like I said, it's a really easy pattern. First 2 rounds are knit, then the row 3 through 6 is just knit 2, purl 3, and you just keep repeating those 6 rounds until it is approximately 15 inches from the beginning, or if you prefer to do it bigger, then you can. Sorry about that. And like I said, it was really easy. You finished on round 2, which is a knit row, and that's your cowl. I like the pattern. I think it would make a pretty sweater. But it's a free pattern available. I'll put a link down below to the pattern and any other patterns I mentioned. I'll also put a link in the description box below. Next thing I have is a few acquisitions. Excuse me, I'm getting it. The first acquisition was I treated myself to a new set of interchangeable needles. I find that I was researching, looking at Chiago's. I looked at options, which are Knit Pick or Knit Pro. Okay, so, sorry about that. I got a set of Knit Pick options nickel-plated interchangeables. They came with the short ones, like this. And then they have the bigger ones, like this. And these little pockets that are about the case go with it. And there's a pocket here to keep your extra cords. And there's another pocket over here to keep extra cords. There goes my needles. Sorry about that. I got needles flying everywhere. I got these because I had been watching for sales. And these went on sale, 40% off. I like them because of the no memory cord. This is the no memory cord. And how you connect them, you have a little key here that you insert. There's two little holes here. I don't know if you can see them or not. There's two holes. One's for a lifeline, which I'll explain what that is. And the other one is you put your little key through there. You take the end here and you screw it on like this. And it's not going to cooperate with me, like that. Then you just take it and just twist it a little bit. It just makes it so it's tight. And what's nice about these is if you can see, I don't know about the glare if you can see or not, the size is etched on the needle. And they're very smooth and they're not too pointed. You can see they're not real pointed, but they're very smooth and easy to use. And to take them apart, all you have to do is insert your key here. I'm going to get a little hole here, like this. Hold on your key, and it twists off. Voila! And there's your needles. Take your key, put it back in the bag with the little end stoppers, which here, and these are very convenient if you need to take your needles off the project. Your stitches don't fall off. And I put that there. Take the cord, wind it up, and you put it in the little zipper pocket there, and everything's there. Nice. And you hear those? My needles are dropping out of the case. That's the kind of day it's been. So hold on one moment. You can't turn it upside down. Oh, they do come up. So I'll just put these needles back in here. And now these are the 5-inch needles. And the other ones that I got here are what they call the shorties. Right here. They're the same size that I got, but they're shorties. And these are better if you're working on a small project. They come with 16-inch cords. So sleeves, baby hats, slippers, anything that's a small circumference that you're knitting in the round. And those were from Knit Picks, and the whole set was less than $80 US. Of course, and their shipping was pretty reasonable, and they came fairly quickly. And like I said, I also had gotten 3 sets of the big jumbo arch needles. I think I got 50, US 50, US 25, and I think US 17. So it was a reasonable price. The other acquisition I got, which I find has really come in handy, is a pattern holder. And I also got this from Knit Picks. And this is it right here. It has a snap here. You can see it's knitter's pride. Knitter's pride. And when you're doing a pattern, and just your pattern's there, and this is a magnetic board. There's 3 little magnets like this, and there's one big magnet where you can use to keep it in place. And then all you do is you snap this here on the back, and your pattern can sit like this, or it can sit like this, and it makes it easier for you to keep track when you're doing, reading your pattern. I usually take and mark where I'm at if I have to stop with one of the little magnets, or if it's a whole line, I'll use the big magnet. But it was reasonably priced. I got it off of Amazon, and it's a nice silky tapestry cover. It's sturdy, and it was a good investment. Okay, now the interruptions are done. The other thing I had is a whip. It was a sweater I'm making for my sister-in-law, Barbara, also known as Bad Babs, the other half of the channel. Her birthday's at the end of the month, and no, I'm not going to tell you how old she's going to be. She just looks good for her age. Pull it up a little bit. It was a sweater by Annoo Crochet Design. And I was probably more than halfway done. This is where the lesson is learned. Read your pattern. I did read my pattern, but I guess I didn't read it close enough, because you use 2 size crochet hooks, an 8mm and a 10mm. You start out with the first 2 rows in 8mm, and then it says switch to 10mm. I didn't realize this till 86 rows later. And this is what it looks like. You can see here, it's all half double crochet, but it's very tight, very dense. Okay? And I did, yes, the dreaded frog. So it's a tutorial basically on what to do when you screw up by not reading your pattern. And you start here, this is the 10mm, and you just start doing rip it, and 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 rip it. This is 86 rows and 102 stitch chain. So it's going to be a while me ripping this out, but I will start it and I will have it done for her birthday. But lesson learned here, people. Read your pattern. Look closely. Read your pattern. Watch for your changes in hook sizes or needle sizes. Turning your work. Ugh, just a nightmare. But I'm a perfectionist, and I want this to be nice for her birthday. I want it to keep her warm, and I want her to be able to wear it and feel comfortable in it. This is very heavy. It's a number 6 yarn. It's Lion Brands, Woolies, thick and quick. It calls for approximately, this is the pattern. It's available free on Annoo's blog, and there's a tutorial for it. And it's a pretty straightforward pattern, pretty easy. And she did it in a Karen latte cakes, but I'm doing it in Woolies. It calls for approximately 16 to 1,800 yards of yarn. And this was based on a number 4. I'm doing it in a number 5. I'm doing it in number 6. So probably going to be doing it in 2 tones. This color, and then the blue. And this is called Cobalt. There's 87 yards per skein. It's 80% acrylic, 20% wool. Machine washable and dryable, which is always a plus. So I'm going to rip it out and start it over, and I should have it finished for her birthday. I'm trying it on her as I'm going to make sure it fits. But make a mistake. Didn't read my pattern as well as I thought I did, because it wasn't until row 86 that I realized that I should have switched to a 10mm hook after row 2. So we'll start over again, and this time I will switch to a size 10mm, and then when I get to row 86, when I have to switch back to the 8mm. So lesson learned. I got some happy mail from Mary at Mary's Crochet Chit Chat, and I will have the link to her channel down below. Okay, sorry about that interruption. Like I said, I got some happy mail from Mary. She had sent me this crochet book with crochet scooties. And it's by Magdalena Meltzer and Annie Thiemeyer. And you can get it on Amazon. And it's got a lot of beautiful designs in it. I'm looking forward to crocheting some of these. This is one of them. Here's another one. There's 20 cowls and scooties in here that you can crochet. Just make sure don't show too much, okay? There's another one. So I'm looking forward to it. So thank you, Mary. Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to it. And when I get it done, I'll have to show you what I've done, which one I did. The weather's starting to get cold here. It was only 2 degrees Celsius this morning when I got up. There was frost on the windows. It's 8 o'clock and it's dark. And we haven't even set the clocks back yet. I don't like this time of year. I mean, you get a lot of knitting and crocheting done, and it's a good time of the year for that kind of stuff. But I just like the sunshine, and living on an island of pretty sunrises and sunsets, which I will get you some pictures of those because we are known for our sunrises and sunsets here. I'm going to attempt October. This video represents the first 3 days, and it may just be, 5 minutes of maybe I'm taking a ride around the island, or I'm on the ferry going to the mainland to work, or maybe I'm going down to check the new house, which is finished pretty much. Just a few things have to be tidied up, and we'll start moving in hopefully before it snows, because Thanksgiving's coming up here. In Canada, Thanksgiving's in October, whereas in the States it's in November. And we'd like to be in there by by October for Thanksgiving, if not at least by the end of the month for Barb's birthday. Definitely before Christmas and before the snow flies. But there's a lot to do. You don't realize how much stuff you accumulate over the years and how much junk you have. So her and I have a lot of boxes and totes and stuff to go through. Some of them haven't been unpacked or looked at for 10 years. We're storing them down in our other building that used to be our little store, which sometime I'll put up a small video of just the pictures of the store. We closed it last Christmas, early part of this year, because it was just, its day was past. It wasn't making any money. It was costing money, and we were sad to close it, but we had to. Some of the future videos that are going to be coming up will be preparation for the community tree lighting, which we do here on the island. It's kind of a tradition. And I'll go into that more in a future video. I want to say thank you to Jane at Scraptastic Yarns for her shout out, and again Mary at Mary's Crochet Chit Chat for her shout out, and all the new subscribers that came to us via their shout outs. We appreciate it. We hope you enjoy the content that you're seeing. And Bad Babs will be back with another one of her titillating narrated videos of the island there and our little adventures, our little walkabouts, or taking a ride around the island and putting out scenery to you, or if there's a specific significance to something that she's showing you. And she'll be back with that. Right now she's just taking it easy and relaxing, trying to enjoy her retirement. Lucky girl. And we hope you'll stick with us and put up with the problems with the videoing and editing and audio and lighting until we work this out. Until next time, have a great evening. Happy crafting, crocheting, knitting, looming, whatever your chosen fiber art is, or whatever your favorite hobby is. And we will talk to you later. Bye for now.